The Bay Area's rock station, 107.7 The Bone.
Adam Duce, bass player for Machine Head.
Hey, how's it going?
Phil Demmel, the new guy, guitar player for Machine Head.
I'm not the new guy.
Are you officially
I'm the longest tenured guitar player in the band's history.
Really?
Who's in the band right now?
Well, now are you counting the fill-in gigs as like full time?
Guitar stage right. Guitar slot guy.
So when we were talking to Disturbed, they said that the band that they were most excited to play with on this bill was you guys because they were huge fans of you guys when you first came out.
Really?
Yeah, isn't that cool?
Yeah, that is pretty cool.
Like, I didn't solicit it or anything. I didn't preface it with any kind of, like, Bay Area anything. I was just like, how are you guys, you know, what are you guys liking about this tour? What made you want to do this tour rather than your own headlining gig with just a couple of bands? And they were like, well, we're really stoked to be on this tour with bands that we've toured with before. And then all of a sudden, they just went off on you guys. It was cool.
Right on. I haven't actually seen those guys yet on this run. Haven't seen them around or, you know.
You played with them before, though, have you?
No.
You ever hung out with them before, met them?
Yeah.
Okay. So it wasn't just totally out of the blue. I mean, they know who you guys are.
Have you heard their first record? They know who we are.
So speaking of records, last time we talked, you guys were in the studio and the Blackening was about to come out. And since then, everything you said about the Blackening has come true. It was like the best album of 2007. You got nominated for a Grammy. You've been on tour constantly. What's going on with you guys?
Seems to be the second half of the touring cycle for the band. We're out right now on the Mayhem Festival with Slipknot and Disturbed. We got a lot of stuff set up for the rest of this year with Slipknot all over the world with them. So not a bad touring partner. We're excited about that. The record's still selling, you know. Numbers are moving up a little bit, so we're stoked about that. And got a new video for Halo out. And yeah, we're still plugging along.
Tell us about the Halo video.
Well, what can I say about the Halo video? Oh yeah, the Tyrant. He actually raised me. He was. I
love that.
I thought that when they said, you know, we have this part for a Tyrant in the video, I thought, well, it would be better than the original Tyrant. No, actually, Rob wanted my dad to be in it just because he has that kind of a look, and Rob was actually unaware that that my dad actually has a degree in drama, so that worked out great. He did an awesome job on there, and
I never would have guessed it was your dad. And I've met your dad, and I still never would have guessed it was your dad.
Yeah, well, he looked totally different when I showed up. He had shaved his head bald, and I was just like, whoa, oh, hey, what's up, Mr. Kane?
Now, but all the band shots in the video aren't with any of the acting shots or the crowd shots. So were you guys there when that stuff was being filmed, or no? Or did you just show up and like watch your dad do the gig?
Actually, everybody was there for that. Well, we were scheduled to be there at a certain time, and they didn't finish until the wee hours of the night. So they shot us like once at the ass end of the day. We saw the whole thing being filmed. Because just like videos do, they ran way over time. So being one of the bands on this Rockstar Mayhem tour that's really a veteran band, are you noticing yet if any of the younger bands are kind of like looking up to you guys, coming up to you asking you questions?
This is actually the second day of the tour, you know, so we're like still getting to meet a lot of the bands. But there are a lot of bands that come up, some of the younger bands, and say, hey, you've been big fans, you know, you guys are influenced, you know, heavily You guys have heavily influenced us. That's what I'm trying to spit out.
Any bands that you guys are most excited about touring with or getting to see on a regular basis for this tour? What do you really like on this tour?
I like 36 Crazy Fist. I like the guys, I like the band, and it's cool hanging out with them, and it's just the Airborne guys too. You JC, DC fans.
Airborne guys, mate. Melbourne, down under. Bonzo. Come on. Bonzo, we've been cracking the shit this whole time.
So besides Dragon Force, how many bands on this bill have you guys already toured with?
We toured with 36. We toured with Slipknot. Mastodon we've done some shows with. And we're doing off dates with them as well. So think that's about it.
So with the Blackening still doing really, really well, are you starting to write for a new album, or are you just putting that completely on hold until you guys get done with this?
We're not cognitively writing. We have a couple of riffs that'll come up and go, hey, save that one, or like that, but we're not in writing mode at all. We're just...
Yeah, we don't really write when we're when we're out on tour, because it's just it's not really a good place for it. We don't have like the jam room that say Metallica has set up, and when you're doing a sound check, it's not the time to sit there and try and hash out ideas, while everybody else is waiting to get their gear on deck. So it's a lot easier, a lot more what we're used to just go back into our room and start hashing out ideas. And I mean, it's a good thing to sit there for a year and a half at home and do that and be able to enjoy being at home for a while anyway.
So when you guys write an album, it's mostly a collaborative effort. It's not like somebody bringing in a whole song or a large piece of a song and saying, hey, do you guys like this? Let's play it.
That usually, since I've been in the band, the past couple records have been like, Rob's probably the most musical out of us, and he's got the best ear for assembling songs and like structure, and he's got good ideas for key changes and stuff. Me, Adam, and Dave will bring riffs in. We're like bringing the pieces, and then he's like the puzzle maker, and he assembles stuff together. But I mean, we do some structuring on our own as well. We'll bring in a half a song. Like Beautiful Morning was a song I brought, 3/4 of the way it was already done and brought, and then he kind of tweaked it a little bit, But Adam helps him with a lot of the lyrics and stuff, and so Rob's the, he's
puppet master.
Yeah,
well, the sandwich maker. He's the sandwich maker, and we be supplying some ingredients.
How huge was it to open for Metallica, to support Metallica?
That was definitely a mile marker. That was one of the hugest things that we've ever done. I mean, for me personally, Metallica was probably the band that defined this genre for me, and also made it to where I just wanted to do nothing but that. When I heard Metallica, I didn't know the music could sound like that, and I was like, where do I sign up? I'm in.
As one of the few people that's heard the new Metallica album, what do you think of it?
I haven't actually heard it.
Didn't you guys get to hear it?
You're talking to the wrong two in the band.
Oh, the other two got to hear it?
Yeah.
What'd they say?
Yeah, they're digging it.
Yeah,
they're digging it a lot. So, I mean, just hanging out with those guys on those 4 shows, we just really came away with it with a sense of camaraderie and brotherhood from them. We weren't expecting it, where they let us jam on their stuff, and they'd come over, and we didn't see them a whole lot, but when they came over, they were just really accommodating and made us feel like, hey, welcome to our tour, here's the red carpet, anything we can do for you, we'd be happy to. So
were you surprised?
I was pleasantly surprised. Yes, I was. I didn't know what to expect. I thought that they would treat us well, because Lars and Rob had been totally kissing each other's butts for a while, and and so I thought it was going to be nice, but from all of them to be just so cool like that was really nice.
Is there going to be a follow-up video to Halo, since you guys are going to keep riding this tour for another?
You know what? I mean, we've gotten 3 videos out of Roadrunner at this point. I don't see them coughing up one more dime for another video. So, I mean, I think we usually get about 2 videos per record, and they've come to the plate for us and coughed up a 3rd one. So, as far as them coming and giving us a 4th, I highly doubt it.
So, you guys are just going to keep rolling the Blackening through the end of the tour cycle, then come home and write? Are you planning on taking like another 1.5 year break before you while writing a new album?
It'll probably be...
Well, traditionally, they give us about a year, and then we take about 1.5 years to write it, and then take another 6 months or so to record it and set it up. So yeah, I'm guessing it's going to be 2 years. Everybody else is way more optimistic than I am. I look at history as a guide, and I'm a realist. It's going to be 2 years when we start to finish.
107.7 The Bone.
Streaming online at 1077thebone.com.